Hi, I'm Josh Elledge, the Chief Executive Angel at SavingsAngel.com, and welcome to the Savings Angel Show. I'm podcasting to you from the exciting vacation town of Orlando, Florida. Now, I'm an extremely busy consumer expert, money-saving advocate, syndicated newspaper columnist, and that guy that turns digital entrepreneurs into media celebrities with UpMyInfluence.com. I love what I do, and I can't wait to get going on today's episode. Now, in order to help you save more, earn more, and live more abundantly on today's show, I'll be covering back-to-school shopping for the entire year. We're going to talk about a cell phone service that earns the Savings Angel stamp of approval. We've done the math. And then finally, a limited time vacation offer from Disney. My friends over at Disney World sent me an offer that I think our Savings Angel fans, especially if you're in the Southeast, probably going to love. So if you're ready to save more, let's get going. Back-to-school sales and deals are in full swing, but don't just think about what you need immediately. Think about what else comes up during the year that you can get now so that you can save later too. Now, during back-to-school sales, it's time to stock up on school supplies for class and home. Dozens of school needs, including calculators, USB drives, and even laptops are going to be on sale from now until at least mid-September. And you can save even more by using SavingsAngel.com/swagbucks to earn cash back when you shop at places like Amazon, Kmart, HP, OfficeMax/Office Depot, Staples, or Dell. And when it comes to school supply deals, I always encourage parents to shop early and shop often. Now, what this allows you to do is simply cherry pick the best deals wherever they may be. Now, doing this allows you to save now, but saving later is just as important. Let's discuss 3 ways to save later as well. Number 1, don't pay retail just to get buying over with. Wait for the deal. Now, while you're planning on your purchases, accessing what you really need to purchase by the first day of school is key, especially if the item isn't even on sale yet. Avoid giving in to the temptation to buy everything at once and paying retail just to get it all over with. Look, I get it. Sometimes this is going to, just adding one more thing to your list. You're like, I just want to simplify my life. But listen, if you do this right, you could earn the equivalent of, $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour or more by just doing a little bit of thoughtful and what we call enlightened shopping. So instead, I want you to put off purchases as long as you can so that you can wait for a deal to come along. After all, does your son or daughter really need that new winter coat at full retail price in September? No, but wait, and it will go on sale within the next 10 to 12 weeks in plenty of time to keep him warm or her warm and keep more money in your wallet. Number 2, don't buy entire wardrobes all at once. That will undoubtedly cost you more than being patient and thoroughly, as well as frequently, combing secondhand stores and other sources of good used clothing. Like there's some online places. We've done a lot of work with Schoola. In fact, you can go to SavingsAngel.com/Schoola, SCHOOLA, and we'll give you a hookup where you can save a ton of money buying online used clothing. And they've got tons of different fashions to choose from, and they're a fraction of what you would pay new for very good quality clothing. Now, I won't argue that this is time consuming, buying clothes, but I like to think of this, and again, spending a little bit of time seeing if you can find the deals first. I think of it this way. How long would it take you to earn the same amount you'll save? 6 to 8 hours? But to shop a little over a number of weeks, it might take you maybe an extra 3 hours. Okay. Again, I want to think about your time, and I'm very conscious of that, of your time. And I want to make sure you're getting maximum value for your times. Now, listen, it's definitely worth the time investment to save up to 80% over retail. Again, start thinking of what your time is worth. And if I can help you save an extra $30, $40, $50 an hour, it's probably worth it. Now, to snag savings on top of savings, you can get coupons by joining the email lists of secondhand retailers, checking free local coupon books, and paying attention to what categories are being offered at 50% off each day. Number 3, I love doing this one. Begin stocking up on lunch food. This is where your freezer, refrigerator, and pantry can be huge money savers for you. You'll save a bundle by beginning to stockpile the foods your family enjoys most to pack for lunch. Now, if you pay attention to the expiration dates, you'll notice that shelf-stable foods are good for months. And even lunch staples like meats and cheeses are good for a very long time, and even longer if you correctly freeze them. And you can save even more by thinking beyond ham and cheese sandwiches, too. What about baking a large batch of chicken legs for lunch food? Watch for great deal on chicken, freeze it, and you'll have a tasty alternative to sandwiches you can bake up this fall. Now, here's another way almost everyone can save big: your cell phone service. I believe I have found the best cell phone plan you're likely to find anywhere. And again, if you've done the math, let me know. If you find something better, let me know, and I will dig into it. We'll run the numbers. And but I tell you what, the one that wins the SavingsAngel best deal cell phone provider is Ting. Now, if you're using one of the big four cell phone providers, hopefully you have a very good reason for doing so, because they generally cost more money than all the new alternatives available. But instead of me telling you about it, let me share with you what Rachel, who's our director of operations here at SavingsAngel, has to say about Ting. I'm not going to try and say this in her voice. She's a lovely woman, by the way. Rachel has been my right-hand woman at SavingsAngel for, over 9 years now, maybe over 10 years. So here's what she said. I absolutely love Ting. Our experience has been that our bill is typically right around the average that Ting states. We have 3 phones that we all have talk, text, and data. And our total bill, yes, total, as in not per phone, is usually around $70. That's about $23 per phone. I love that we control how much we spend. Now, on the go, more and using more mobile data, no worries. We're only charged the additional we use, and we can control that. Now, years ago, this is still Rachel talking, by the way, this isn't Josh. Years ago, before we switched to Ting, even with 3 phones, we never used enough data, talk, or text to warrant the huge bill. And don't get me wrong, we use them all the time, but with Ting, when we're home or where there's Wi-Fi somewhere, we're not using mobile data. So we're not paying those high rates for more data we don't need. Thanks, Rachel. All right. Now, thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing. Rachel has been a longtime Ting user. That's why when we started looking at different cell phone providers, we were thrilled when we reached out to Ting and worked out a special top secret deal through Ting only for SavingsAngel listeners, and the SavingsAngel show listeners in particular. Now, Ting has been given the SavingsAngel seal of approval, and anyone who wants to try it can get $25 off your bill or $25 off a new phone in the Ting shop you ready? And by the way, you could bring your own phone. You don't need to switch phones. It's absolutely super easy. All you got to do is go to angel.ting.com. That's angel.ting.com. Now write that down. That's the website, and that is going to give you $25 off. Again, more savings. And again, if you're only spending $23 per phone, I think you're going to be in a great position. So thank you so much, Ting. You guys rock. I love the low price that you offer our SavingsAngel listeners, and you're offering the market. Go take advantage of this. Again, angel.ting.com. Now, for me, living more abundantly is about being able to share some great times together as a family in a truly magical place. And look, one of the reasons my family and I moved to Orlando is we wanted to be near the attractions like Disney. Now, as a lover of Disney, I have to share with you some fantastic ideas. Yes, I really said fantastic for this upcoming Labor Day holiday week. Now, I think of Labor Day vacation as kind of the last hurrah of summer as the kids get back to school, or maybe they just started school. So, for my family and for many of yours, I'm sure, I'm looking for a way to have at least one last fun family time before our schedules ramp up during the busy school year. So Disney's offering a limited time package deal that includes something special in all 4 theme parks. This package covers a 5-night stay in a standard room at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. And I was just there for a conference. In fact, beautiful resort. You're going to have a lot of fun there. It's really beautiful. They've done a lot of construction. Actually, I think they're doing some additional construction on it as well. But it's fantastic. Now, the check-in date, I'm going to go through this now. The check-in date is on September 3rd. This is it's almost like a planned package that they put together. And it ends up, I'll tell you how the pricing ends up working out. It's a good deal. Okay. The vacation dates are between September 3rd this year, and you check out on September 8th, and you get a 4-day Magic Your Way ticket. So September 3rd, you arrive at Walt Disney Resort. September 4th, you get to go to Epcot, where you get an exclusive welcome dinner party inspired by Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. In other words, my one time a year where I don't even drink wine, but man, the food, oh my gosh, it's so fun. All right, September 5th, Disney's Animal Kingdom. You get a nighttime Kilimanjaro Safaris adventure. And again, this is a special entrance that you get just for this if you're part of this package. And then you get an exclusive Rivers of Light viewing area just for guests on this package. Now, September 6th, you get to go to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where you get to play around with 2 hours of exclusive evening access to Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Toy Story Land just opened. Yes, it is packed. Yes, it is really hard to get fast passes for the Slinky Dog ride just because there's so much competition. But if you join this package, you get that special 2-hour window. And then finally, September 7th, you go to the Magic Kingdom Park, and that is where you get access to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is actually a separate ticketed event. By itself, normally it's, you have to pay a little bit extra for it. Now, and I'm going to tell you, dad, parent to parent, I actually love this plan of doing Magic Kingdom on the last day, particularly if you have younger kids, so that you can save that for last. Just depending on what they're into, I find that saving that for last is good. Just especially if there's maybe more kind of like walking around, touring, sightseeing type things that you might want to do at Epcot on the first day. So I really recommend that, even if you don't do this plan, but maybe in the future you want to take the family to Disney World and you're deciding the order of the parks. I actually love going to Magic Kingdom last, just because it's just so hyper intensive for kids, especially younger kids, that if you do Magic Kingdom first and then you go to Epcot, maybe some of the other ones, they might be like, hey, this isn't like Magic Kingdom. It's kind of a letdown. So anyway, save Magic Kingdom for last. All right. And then you check out on September 8th, by the way. Now, because this is a limited time offer with a limited number of packages available, you only have until August 19th to book this deal. So now, the total savings, there's a wide variety here because there are some options. Okay. But if you want more info on this offer, at least price it out. See if this is going to work for your family. My understanding, and again, I don't make any money on this, not that kind of deal. Just Disney World passed this along and they promised that it was going to be a lot of savings. I think it's going to be under $3,000. It's like I said, it's all 4 parks. That's for 4 people. So again, you're going to have to call them and just kind of price it out and see if this is going to work for your family. But it sounds like an amazing, memorable like memories for a lifetime kind of experience. So call 407-939-5268. To get more information, kind of price it out. We also have a link if you go to SavingsAngel.com. And again, this is not an affiliate deal. They're not paying me. This is nothing like that. We just kind of looked at this package and thought, just again, based on what we had heard, that this could actually be pretty cool. And I don't know that they've actually done this in years past. So just passing it along. Hopefully, if you love Disney like I do, and you're like, oh, Josh, that sounds divine, then go for it. And please let me know how it turns out. It sounds like a lot of fun. Now, if you've loved hearing everything on this podcast, would you take a minute and leave a 5-star review in iTunes? By doing so, you, my friend, help us get this podcast out to more people, and the higher our rating, the more we're noticed. It really makes a big difference. It's why, like, apps, when you're on your phone, are always bugging you to leave a 5-star review, because it really matters. You have a lot of power as a consumer just by leaving reviews. It really, really matters, especially for people who produce content like me. Now, as always, if you have any specific questions or if there's anything you'd like to hear me talk about, you could drop me a comment in our podcast feedback, write to me on our Facebook group. We got a private Facebook group, love to have you part of, or call on our podcast hotline at 407. There's another 407 number. It's 407-205-9250, and leave me a message. I'll answer your question, write you back, or with your permission, I might even share your question or story with others on the show with your permission. Have a wonderful week with that, full of saving more, earning more, and living more abundantly. And thank you so much for listening. That's about $23 per phone.